Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to our next episode of 24 weeks of Christmas. So my plans kind of changed over the course of a few days, solely because of my hands right now. But we are going to be making packaging for another project that I hope will bring you next week. So what we're going to be doing, and you can also use this for gift cards. So we're going to make a gift card slash jewelry packaging for Christmas. And then, of course, you could use it anytime. So we're going to be using some paper. Now, I'll have to tell you, I have used all scrap paper that I have. And just because I want to get every bit of the use I can out of it. So you're going to need some paper. And you're going to need one that measures, for a cover, 8 inches by 2 3. So 8 inches this way, 2 3/4 this way. Okay? And then you're going to need another piece of paper that measures 2.5 by 5. And then you're going to need 4 pieces of paper that measures 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. So you're going to need 4 of these. Then you're going to need, of course, glue and or tape, either one. And this is so simple. And you're going to need a brad and maybe some lace or ribbon or some twine. Okay, so let's start with the cover. Now, I've already cut my paper to save time. So we are going to score this. Get my scoring tool here. On the 8-inch side, we're going to be scoring this at 2 3/4. Let me get this right. Making sure I got my paper upside right the way I want it. We're going to be scoring this. No, excuse me. We're going to be scoring this at 3 3/4. And we're going to be scoring it at 4 1/4. Okay? And then we're going to fold on our score lines. Give it a little burnish. Fold on this one. Now this is going to give us our little spine right here. Okay, so now we're through with that. Put that aside. Then we're going to take our piece of paper here that is 5 inches by 2.5. And we're going to score this piece of paper at every 1/2 inch. So it'll be 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, and 4.5. And we're going to fold this up. Begin by folding the first one back. So we're just doing an accordion fold. Make sure you try to keep your score lines straight. And this is a fast little item. This would be great to mass produce for a craft fair or for gift giving for teenagers, especially teenagers. They like money and stuff and gift cards. So you could stuff this either with money or gift cards. Okay, so you want to make sure your flaps are on the outside like this. Now we're going to pinch the middle flaps. These little flaps right here should be out. And the rest of it should be in like this. So you should see no hills and valleys. So what we're going to do now is take our glue and we're going to glue our hills and valley together. Same way we do basically when we make our little mini albums. Okay, so I am just going to do like this and just kind of hold it. Move the scoreboard out of the way. So I'm going to hold this for a minute till our glue sets and bring back in our little cover. Now, if you're using two-sided paper, you don't need to do this. But just in case you only have single-sided paper, you definitely can do this. Do your cover the way I said to do it. And then if you are, you need a little extra inside cover, cut you a piece of paper that's 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then just put them on the inside of the paper. Okay, so now we have ourselves all glued in here. And we're going to put this on our paper, and this is going to lie within the score lines here. So we're just going to glue this. Okay. And so we have just a little bit of leeway on each side. Make sure I have that right. I'm just going to squeeze this like this and then press down. Okay. So that is our cover. Now let's make our things that we're going to put on here to make our insides, our little pockets. Now I've already made 3 of these for us, so we won't have time, take time to do all 3 because that's kind of boring just watching me scoring and folding. So let's bring our scoreboard back in. Now we are going to score our pockets, our little envelopes that we're going to be making at, well, the paper is going to be cut to 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. And we're going to score this on the 5-inch side. You're going to score it at 1/4 inch and 2 3/4 inch. Now, if you have directional paper, this is important. When you flip your paper to the short side, make sure that your pattern is in the direction that you want it to be. So, let's just say if this was words or something like this, when we got ready to fold it up, we wanted to make sure our words or our pictures are in at the top and this is at the bottom. So we're going to score whatever the bottom is, you're going to score it 1/4 inch. So if the bottom is going to be this size, score it from here. But this is 3 3/4, so I'm just going to score it down here 1/4 inch. So 3, I'm going to score it at 3 3/1/2. Okay, 1/4 inch. Now, oops, excuse me. This is our little tab here. We're going to fold over to glue our things on. This is my top. So it's going to fold over like this. Let's crease our score lines. Okay. So we are going to cut off, I don't know if you can see it, but we're going to cut off this little piece right here. So you want to cut off the piece of paper that is opposite of your 1/4 inch score line. So I'm just going to cut this on the score line. Okay, then I'm going to take a little piece of slipper off of here and miter my corners. Okay. And then I'm going to miter this little corner right here. Just cut a little sliver out of it. So then we're going to fold our little 1/4 inch score line up and give it a good burnish. Okay. And sometimes it gets a little wonky on you, so you might want to, I'm going to take another piece of wedge out of that. Okay. It's kind of hard sometimes to get it folded right, but just try your best to try to get it folded on that line. Okay, then this is going to come over like this, and we're going to glue it together. And I am using wet glue. Okay, so we're going to fold this and match these edges up, and then glue this down. Whoops, I forgot to do something. Oh, is it stuck yet? No, good. Okay. Before I glue that down, I'm just going to take my little punch here and punch out a little tab. Just eyeball the middle of it and punch out the little tabby part. Now I'll put some more glue on there. You guys know it wouldn't be me if I didn't have some kind of blooper on there. And then I'm going to bring the bottom up and fold it over like so. Okay? So that's our little envelope. Little gift card holder or whatever. So this is an ATC card I have, but it fits perfect in there just like that. Okay? So now we need to put them in our little envelope. So we're going to get these out and bring a little thing over here. Now we are going to glue these right to these little tabbies here. So I'm just going to put some glue on the bottom of the envelope. Now you don't want to go over the little score line, so you're just going to go right down to the bottom. And just fold that flap over. Press down. And then the same thing here. You just want to keep them kind of lined up so that they're even. Like so. Okay, so we need to let these dry for a few minutes. But essentially that's our book, okay? So, we're going to let this dry for a second. Okay, now I have cut little mats to go in here. And they are, I cut them like this. But I will be putting a little gift in here. But in case you want to know how big these are, I cut them at just a little over 3 1/4 lengthwise and 2 1/4. So 2 1/4 by 3 1/4 to tuck in there. Now for the outside, to do a little closure, I am going to take a little piece of paper and I'm going to punch a hole. Well, let's do one with the whole thing in there. Like I said, I put this whole album together with scraps. So, it is so easy to do. Okay, then I'm going to take my little chomper thing here. And I'm going to use the smallest hole. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball the middle. Put a little hole in there. Okay, this is going to go on here like so. And we're going to take a little brad and put it in there. Let's see. This one's about big enough. Yeah, go about halfway down here. And just punch another little hole about halfway down. the shiny side. I like the shiny side better. Okay. And stick our brad through there. Now, if you want to cover your brad out and stick another piece of paper on there, you definitely can do that as well. And I'm just going to get some, I thought I had some twine, but I don't, so I'm just going to use some small ribbon and stick it up under my little paper disc here. And just tie a little knot. Like so. And then we're going to wrap it around our little book like this a couple of times, and then stick it underneath our little closure here, like so. Like that. Isn't that cute? Now we can definitely decorate it. And I just have some little Christmas stickers here that I'm just going to use on it. Left over from another project that we did together. And I think I'm going to use maybe this one on the front, or should I use another one? Let's see. Well, let's use this one. Okay. Oops. Let's add a little glue to that. Make sure it sticks good. And then we open it up. We can just put little decorations on our little envelopes like so. I think I'll make that one better on this one. Let's find one of these over here to put on here. I'll put a little green present on this one. Okay. There we go. And we just wrap it back around and loop it through around. And there we have our little gift owl. How cute is that? And very easy. It took us all of, well, with me talking 18 minutes, but normally about 10 minutes to put together. I just think it's really so cute. And like I said, you can put anything in here. You can use, like, what I'm going to be using it for is jewelry. So I'm making a little necklace and some earrings for Christmas. And then I'm making a little Christmas card to go in one of the envelopes. And maybe a little gift card at the end. So that is my hashtag 24 weeks of Christmas this week. I hope you enjoyed that. Please make sure, now as you know, this is a collaboration with my good friend Angie from AB Designs and Created Home with G, Gareth, when he can join us. And Tony is going to be joining us now from Kate's Crafty Closet. So make sure you go check them all out. And as usual, when I remember, all those will be listed down in the description box. Now, if you have not joined my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to tap the bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. Alright guys, have a wonderful afternoon, and I will see you all tonight at 7:30 for Thursday Night Live. All right, see you soon. Bye.